Very good morning, guys. This is a bit unexpected. It's Monday morning. It's 7:44. Been out since 5:30. I come solo down to Accolade Wines. No international timber this week. And I thought I'd do one on a Monday because I'm going to Scotland. I'm on my way up to Glasgow. So it's something different. Probably only be a short one. Reason being is not a lot to show you. So I'm going to be just come straight up to Scotland now. According to my sat nav, I'll be there at 3:15. But obviously I could have a break on the way up, so we're going to be looking about 4 o'clock-ish, just after, as long as the traffic's not too bad. Got to be there by 5 o'clock. So I'm hoping that I'll get there okay with no delays. So I got into Accolade about 6:15 this morning, but there was a delay with the paperwork. So as I say, fingers crossed I'll get up there on time. Got about an hour or so to play with. So let's hope I get there. Only going up to our yard in Glasgow, up the Keedwells yard. So I'm going to do a delivery, but apparently I've got to get into our yard by 5 p.m. So, little challenge for today. Let's see if I can do it, eh? Alright, let's crack on. See you sometime on the way up. Toodles. Rejoin me, top of the M5. Not looking good at the moment. Got quite a bit of delay in front of me. It's obviously the roadworks. Came through the other two sets of roadworks coming up the M5 and everything seemed okay. Till I get to this one. Past the M42, got through that one, not too much of a delay, but 3 or 4 minutes. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm stuck in slow-moving traffic now, top of the M5, just coming up to junction 1. So, a little bit of a delay. Sat-nav's telling me I'll get there at 3:16, so it hasn't affected my time so much as yet. Obviously, I still got to have a break, so I'm still looking at about 4 o'clock. As long as I get there before 5, I'm okay. What is it when you're in roadworks and slow-moving traffic? The cars need to keep changing lanes all the time. Don't see the point in it. Stay in the one lane. Just because the one's moving slightly quicker than the other, as soon as you move into the other lane, guaranteed it's going to slow down anyway. So, why do it? I'll never understand it. Stick to the same lane. Make things run a lot smoother, in my opinion. So I've still got, I don't know, 20 to 10. So I've still got about, what are we looking at now? 5.25 hours to go. 5.5 hours, 5.5 hours. To actually get to where I'm going. So we just see how the day goes on, is it? Obviously going to come with me. At least I haven't got the weather now that CJC had last weekend, Kev T. They all had some nasty weather up there. It's going to forecast up there is heavy rain and winds, but nowhere near as bad as it was last week. So I'm expecting it to be raining. But we see how it gets on up there. Let's crack on. I'll speak to you shortly. Doodles. Hello. Turn that down a bit. Right, so far so good. I'm at Lymm truck stop, having my 45-minute break. Traffic was a little bit busy coming up so far. I'm doing all that road works, making everything into one of these super smart motorway things. And as most of you probably know, if you drive the M6, it can be a bit of a nightmare with all the road works. Luckily, there was nothing broken down in it, which I've heard a lot of on the radio lately. But I've come up to Lymm, so I'm at Lymm truck stop. I've had a sandwich, lovingly made by my other half at 4 o'clock this morning, bless her. Having a cup of tea. I've got about 3 minutes left on my break. And according to my nav, I'm due into Glasgow at 4:07 into our yard. So I'm making good time. So I gotta get there before 5. So fingers crossed, everything will be alright. Not my luck now, I'll hit something going up. Hit a load of traffic going up further north, I should imagine. But we will see. So that's the update. Yeah, this run came as a bit of a shock, I gotta be honest. I was sat in the kitchen with my other half yesterday afternoon. I got a text from the office saying no international timber this week. Can you pick this load up of Accolade for us and take it up to our yard in Scotland? Oh, okay. So looks like I'm out all week this week, which didn't please Claire, I gotta be fair. She's used to having me home again now, just out on the odd occasion. I've averaged about 1 a week so far in the last 4 weeks. So being out this week now is a bit hard. Hopefully we'll be back onto international timber next week. Back to normal then. But we will see. So that's it so far. In a couple of minutes I'll crack on, do a little time lapse on the way up now. And we'll see how far we get. Catch you in a bit. Toodles. Join me, I'm about 80 miles away from Carlisle. Just put the front camera on. It's that stretch of the M6 where you've got some beautiful scenery around. It's unfortunate that it's really cloudy up here today. I don't know how much you can see on the camera. Can't really see myself. But it's absolutely stunning up here. Absolutely stunning. I haven't even haven't even reached Scotland yet. So I just thought I'd share this stretch of the M6 with you. This is a cracking bit of road. Always seems to be quiet, very, very little on the road, and it's just, the scenery is just, well, it's lush. It really is. That's perfect Welsh name, I word that in it, lush. It's lush. Look at it, absolutely stunning. Come around another bend and there's just more mountains. How can you not enjoy this road? Been a fairly good trip up so far. So I haven't been, since I left Lymm, I haven't hit an ounce of traffic. I'm straight through all the way. You watch, I've just jinxed myself now. I'll probably hit some now in the next mile or two. But I've got 127 miles to go to get to our yard in Glasgow. Still telling me I'll get there at 4:10, so as you can see I've had no delays. So I'm going to be there well within my 5 o'clock deadline, which is good. And if anyone else in the truck driving community that actually are on my page, or my channel, drive Mercs, they're okay for driving a certain amount of time, but when you're stuck in the seat for 4 hours, backside starts to hurt a little bit. So I've been driving now hour and a half since I left Lim, and the bum is starting to hurt a little bit again now. Doesn't happen very often, but a little bit uncomfortable today.
Slow traffic on M6.
What'd I tell you? Slow traffic M6. 4 minutes delay.
4 minutes delay. You will arrive at your destination.
Told you I'd jinx myself. Apart from the seat, everything else is great about the truck. There goes the microphone. So I can stick that back on. There we go. Yes, so as I said, just thought I'd share this stretch of the road with you. I've got the front facing camera on, as you can probably see in the video now. Thoroughly enjoying this trip up. I don't get to go to Scotland very often, so it's nice to actually do the run. Especially when the last 4 weeks I've been heading down south, sort of either Brighton way or Portsmouth or Cornwall, Plymouth, all that way. It's nice to come up north. Although the weather isn't looking as good as it was down south, I gotta be fair. Very, very grey. Low clouds, which are covering some of the mountains. But I do enjoy coming up here. Right, I'll keep the forward facing going for a little bit. I might turn into that bit into a timeline then. Or time lapse, I should say, not timeline. And I will catch you shortly. Toodles. Put my microphone on so you can hear me. It's just about starting to rain. I am 28 miles away from the yard in Glasgow. I put the front camera on as well. Some of the scenery up here, I just wanted to share it with you. I just wish it was a better day so you could see more. I did try and do it about 15-20 minutes ago, and the battery's about to die on it again now. Just try to put a quick charge on the battery on the front camera, but it's dying off again, so that's probably going to die on me now. But yeah, can't reiterate, the scenery up here is absolutely gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Just wish the weather was better. Unfortunately, the camera's just gone off. No, it hasn't, it's still on. I got a minute or so on there so far, so shouldn't be too bad. Last week's vlog. Apologies when I put the 3 screens up. When I edited it, the top screen that was on the showing the rear of the vehicle looked to me as if it was smack on in sync. So I rendered it and whatever else, put it up on YouTube, and then when I went through it when it was on YouTube, it was completely out of sync. So if that caused a bit of confusion, probably not confusion, but it was slightly out. I do apologise on that. I will try better next time. But it's the first time I've tried putting 3 screens up, so we live and learn. And yeah, it's certainly starting to come down again now. As I came through Carlisle, the wind picked right up, and it was howling through the cab. So the window cracked open slightly on my side, and by God was it howling through, pushing the trailer across. And I can imagine what it was like for the guys up here last week in the coming up in the storms. It's no wonder some of them went over. God blimey. The wind's not half as strong as it was last week, and it was certainly giving my motor a good going. And it's blowing a bit now as I'm coming across this open section. And if you can open the window a little bit, you can actually hear it. Yeah, so the weather's not brilliant up here at the moment, and they've given a yellow warning of rain up here now as well. So I suppose expecting heavy rain tonight. Don't know what I'm doing after this, because as I say, they wanted me in Keydwell's Glasgow yard before 5 o'clock. They haven't told me what I'm doing now. I don't know whether there's anything there for me to start bringing back down. Not going to have a lot of drive time left anyway. I'm on 7 hours 44 now, so even if I did a 10, I'd only have about 1 hour and 40 to drive anyway, so I wouldn't get that far down. But I don't know what I'm doing yet. They haven't told me. I don't know whether there's anything at the yard for me to bring down, or whether they want me to get an empty and collect something somewhere. I don't know, or I could be spending the night in the yard in Glasgow. So I really don't know. But we will soon see, and as soon as I know, I'll let you know. I think this is only going to be a short vlog anyway, so I haven't put a great deal up, because it's just a basic run up the M6 and A74, M74, and boom from there. So not a lot I could put up, but I'll probably do 2 this week. Probably do one towards the end of the week as well. As I'm out all week, what I might try and do is edit this one on the laptop. I do prefer doing it on the PC. I'll see if I can edit it on the laptop. You never know, I might even get it out during the week. It does use a lot of my data up, but we will see. I might be able to find somewhere that's got data so I can upload it. But yeah, is that camera still going? Oh yeah, it's still going. I've got 4 minutes on there now, so whether you can see in the mist and whatever else, but I know I keep saying it, but the scenery is absolutely superb up here. I love driving this road. I absolutely love it. Right, let's crack on. I got 25 miles to go. I'll see you when I get to Glasgow. Toodles. Okie dokie. Right, I am now in the other yard in Glasgow. I've got to find an empty. Drop my other trailer off. So I'm going to come around here to pick an empty up then. And I'm going over to Falkirk to pick a load of pallets up. Find out which ones are the empties now. Probably them, I would think. Alright, I'm going to have a look. See which ones are empty and which ones aren't. I'll come back to you in a bit. Toodles. Okie dokie. Cheers, buddy. Picked up an empty. I'll head over to the Bellsville Industrial Estate now. I'm going to park up there for a little bit. Have a break. And I'm going to head towards Falkirk and pick up the pallets first thing in the morning. So I don't want to park up here tonight. Give me a short day. So if I head over, at least it'll give me another hour. I've got 1 hour and 40 minutes driving left. So, and that's on the 10. So I'll do a 10-hour drive today. Got plenty of working time left. The car didn't go into lap past 5 this morning, so loads of time. It's now 5 o'clock, so a pretty good time. Got up here at 4:10 as it said. So I'm well happy with that, made good time. I'll have a cup of tea now. Speak to you when I'm packed up. Toodles. Okay, that's me done for the evening. In Grangemouth, got down here 7 o'clock, 30 an hour day. Not too bad, a little bit longer than I thought it was going to be, so that's not so bad. Up at, well, I'll be up about 5 now in the morning. Load out of Shep now, 6 a.m. Don't know where it's going, I haven't been told. So I don't know where I'm going tomorrow, what I'm doing. On a plus side, when I was having my break when I left Keedwell's Yard in Glasgow, met up with Caroline Anderson and her hubby Rob. So if any of you don't know, previous vlogs I've mentioned, she's got a page on Facebook, Truck Drivers, Partners and the Families. So it's a growing page. She's got over 400 members on there now. I think she said it was 427 at the moment. So it is growing. It's only been going 5 weeks, so it's quite a bit at the moment. So yeah, it was nice to meet him. So hopefully if I come up here again, quite possibly meet up again. A nice chat. Yeah, thoroughly enjoyed it. Nice people. Very nice indeed. So, just to reiterate, Truck Drivers, Partners and the Families. If you haven't checked it out already, go check it out. Click the Ask to Join, and I'm sure Caroline will be happy to oblige. That's me for the evening. I think this is going to be a short-ish vlog, hopefully. I'm going to try and shorten them down a bit, I think. I think people start to get a little bit bored watching anything that's over half an hour long. So I'm going to have to see if I can start cutting them down, because my last one was 43 minutes long, I believe. So that's me for the night now. I might do another one at the end of the week, Thursday or Friday maybe. See if I can get this lot uploaded tonight and tomorrow. So yeah, so whatever you're doing, take care, look after yourselves, and I'll speak to you all very soon. Toodles.